Good morning, everyone. It's Sal Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. I hope you're all doing well. Well, I hope you're ready for this one because you know what? I'm going to pick the bones about Manchester United, where Manchester United are going wrong, what's going on with Erik ten Hag, what's going on with these players, etc. Now, people are talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer again. You know what I mean? It's like craziness going on in the fan base at the moment. He was given loads of chances. I mean, the guy lost 5-0 and 4-1 and stuff as well. You know, so let's not go there. What we have to do is talk about the facts, right? And firstly, I'll start with this. If you cannot support us when we're losing, don't support us when we're winning. If you want to throw away your shirts, go off and support NFL. You know what I mean? Don't come to Manchester United. And I'll say that right now, right? And I'm going to say that right now with an open chest, okay? Right. At the end of the day, I supported this football club 40 years, right? And I hate the position that we're in right now, right? Well, I hate the position we're in right now. But I'm going to talk like this, right? Regardless of what happened with the VAR, right? Manchester United shot themselves in the foot. Manchester United played some good stuff in the first half, and Man United should have been well clear in the first half. Now, I don't know what's going on with these players. I don't know what's going on with these basically inept finishing, for example. Minus goal difference again, -3 this season so far, -2 last season. What's going on? Is Ten Hag to blame for these missed chances? He's not. He's not. Absolutely not. The reason we got a striker coach in is because, you know what, we wanted our players to score goals, which they're not doing at the moment. You know, and can we blame Ten Hag for that? Now, look, I was screaming out for a long time about the formation. People love Eriksen, that's great. But you know what? As apart from a few good passes here and there, he doesn't offer anything in regards to tracking back and tackling and things like that. So he should be moved into number 10 position. Ugarte and Casemiro should have been in that midfield, right? Then we wouldn't be so left open. Now, people are upset, rightfully, they're upset about the game. People are crying about the game, you know. At the end of the day, that is obviously, because it's not just this game. This has been boiling over for a long time. Do you know what I mean? A long time. And, you know what, we isolated incidents in regards to one game here and there, you know, we can take that. But, you know what, when we lose the game, you know what, because of the previous games, you know what, people are going to get a little bit more frustrated. You know, people are going to get more angry. People are going to get more annoyed. You know, some people going over the top. I firmly believe that they're going over the top, you know, throwing away my shirt, not supporting the club anymore. That's not what Man United are. You know, that is not what Man United are. Let me tell you this, right? That's not what Manchester United are. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? That is not what we are. It's like going to a bloody Tupac tribute act in a P. Diddy costume. You know, that's what it's like, trying to support Manchester United by, you know what, I'm not supporting the club anymore. I'm going to support Arsenal. I'm going to throw my shirts in the bin. You know, what's wrong with you? Manchester United lost the game. I understand it. It's frustrating that we lost the game. I'm annoyed that we lost the game. But we all know what's going to happen, isn't it? Erik ten Hag doesn't get the results on the pitch. He's going to lose his job. But one thing you won't see me doing, right? You won't see me screaming, shouting, Ten Hag out, ball fraud, peanut head. You won't see none of that from me. Class is permanent, guys. You know, at the end of the day. You wouldn't see me doing that. What I would say is this, right? We are 14th in the Premier League table. The results have not been good enough. And ultimately, you fall on your own sword, don't you? Now, with the VR decision, if it wasn't a penalty, I mean, apart from ESPN, I haven't seen anyone say to me that it was a penalty. Apart from, obviously, the VAR decision, of course, guys. Let me just write this, if I may. Yeah, apart from ESPN, I haven't seen nobody say it was a penalty, right? Now, before the penalty, just before, literally a second before the penalty, Ings handled the ball, right? And these things matter because these things cost people jobs, right? And if the new manager comes in and we still got this VAR rubbish against Man United, biased against Man United, etc., you know, biased, you know, how is the new manager going to succeed? How is the new manager going to move on from there? You know, Michael Oliver. I mean, he refs in UAE. He goes to UAE and he referees games in the UAE. You know, he referees games there. So you know what? There's a bit of conflict of interest when it comes to refereeing in the Premier League for Manchester United. He's obviously going to have a bias against Manchester United soon as that is refereeing in the UAE. You know, there's many people in the fan base know Michael Oliver. It's corruption in the Premier League right now, right? Yes, we brought it on ourselves. It shouldn't even come to that. We should have been 2-3-0 up in the first half, guys. And it shouldn't even have mattered about that. You know, it should have mattered about, you know, the penalty. Who cares? It'd be 3-1. Who cares? That is what it should have been. But we cannot take our chances. Dalot has been poor for weeks. I said it on the show. Dalot, poor for weeks. Missing an open goal. Missing an open goal, guys. A goal that I could have scored, you could have scored, anyone could have scored. An open goal. Bruno, open header. Mr. Talisman. You know, an open header. He had nothing to do. Just flick it off his head into the bottom corner. That's all we needed to do. He did the same thing against Tottenham Hotspur last season, guys. He did the same thing. We are our own worst enemy. Not only the players, it's the manager, it's the fans, it's everyone, you know. But one thing I said from the start, and I will tell you this, guys, right now, we needed Qatar. We needed Qatar, guys. We needed Qatar to come into the football club and change everything, because you know that basically Old Trafford being built right now, players would have been gone by now. And you know what? Who knows? The manager might have been gone as well. You know, and that is why we wanted Qatar. We wanted decisiveness, assertiveness. That's what we wanted in this football club. Assertiveness. You know, but now we've got Jim Ratcliffe, Ineos, walking slowly towards the destination, going to bed with Glazers, stuff like that. And this is exactly what we've been saying. We're too slow. We're not assertive. We're not ruthless. You know, you think that any other manager is going to come in this football club and suddenly, boom, we're going to start winning games. Yeah, maybe we might start winning games, but it won't last long, because you know what those players do. 7, 8 of them who are still at the football club throw the manager under the bus. Now it's up to Ten Hag to drop those players. And this is where I criticize Erik Ten Hag. He should have dropped Bruno. Bruno's not been good enough. Dalot has not been good enough. None of these players have been good enough for a while now. And I've been saying it on this channel over and over again about it. You know, it's not good enough. Now, you know what? Yesterday was unlucky. You know, in regards to, you know, I say it was cheating, to be honest. It was on the realms of cheating. But we cannot all blame everything on just that one isolated game. You know, we have to look at the season as a whole, right? We're not winning enough football matches. We're drawing too many games. We're losing too many games. So at the end of the day, what I would say to Ineos right now, and I'll say it, just do the bloody thing and get rid of him if you want to get rid of him. Right? I'm not going to be seeing celebrating and all that. You know what I mean? Oh, he's gone at last. Oh, he's gone at last. Oh, goodness me. Oh, he's gone. I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna, you know what, be watching very, very cautiously when that new manager comes in and he doesn't win the first 2 trophies in 2 years, just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't win jack. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't win no trophies. You know what I mean? Then people start getting nostalgic. Oh, Ole. Ole does 4-1 to Watford. Ole does 4-0 to Everton. Ole does 5-6-1 to Jose Mourinho. You know, for Tottenham. So let's not talk about that. Let's not have dementia here, guys. Let's not have dementia. Let's think about things more logically. We need to think about how we're going to get forward, how we're going to go forward, guys. That is what it's about, how we move forward from this. You know? This is not a me against you, an ego against ego thing for me. This is not that. This is not an ego thing for me. This is all about the football club, right? Those players should be ashamed of themselves yesterday. The chances they missed, I will tell you this, I train a youth team in the UAE. They will put away some of those chances. You know, so at the end of the day, they're the ones to blame as well. But they're not the only ones. Ten Hag is to blame as well. Because Ten Hag should be playing the double pivot. Where is Ugarte? Where is Ugarte? Where is he? Eriksen's not a number 8. Yeah, he passes the ball nicely here and there, but he can't track back. He can't defend. He can't tackle. So why are you playing him in the number 8? You know, it doesn't make sense for me. West Ham are rubbish. They are rubbish. They're rubbish. And we should be putting them to the sword. No, it wasn't a penalty. We know it wasn't a penalty. We know it's Michael Oliver. We know the Premier League is corrupt. We know PGMOL is rubbish and corrupt. We know that against Man United, they don't want us to win football matches for whatever reason it is. They don't want us to win football matches. But it's exactly why I wanted, Manchester United are the ones who voted for VAR. They're the ones who voted for VAR. It was only Wolverhampton Wanderers who were the ones who didn't vote for VAR. So we die on this sword. We die on our own sword at the end of the day. We're the ones to blame because we're one of the teams that wanted VAR. But then you can't comprehend that someone like Michael Oliver gets involved in football, gets involved in the decision that no one in their right mind who's sane, at the end of the day, felt was a penalty. No one felt it was a penalty. There was no one I know who felt it was a penalty. We had our rival fans saying it's not a penalty. Even Arsenal fans were saying it's a penalty. At the end of the day, not even Arsenal fans are saying it's a penalty. Not even them. Let's go through some of your chats, guys. Let's go through your chats. What, Jim? He did, Sal. He did what? Achichi, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I'm not happy. Seriously, none of us are. I think you'd be mad to be happy. I don't even think that this is United. I know. Mate, the whole club, mate. Absolutely, the whole club is mad. Have you noticed that Everton Hard fans simply never stop making excuses for him? I never have seen a United manager get so much backing from a club, and even the fans, the damage he done is setting us back years. It's up to Ineos to make the decision, mate. They got to make the decision, and you know what? No one who supports Eric Ten Hag, who does support Ten Hag, can do a thing about it. Rasta, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Give me an honest opinion, Sal. Even with the VAR decision, my mind was made up about the manager from last season. What's your honest opinion about the manager and some of the players? Both, mate. Both. I mean, I'm not going to be happy, Rasta, until some of those players are gone as well. I firmly believe now, Rasta, and I'm saying it like this, but I'm saying it not with happiness, not with anything, that the manager needs to go, right? But so do some of those players need to go. But we all know that those players are not going to go. We all know that a lot of those players are going to continue stinking out the place. We all know that Bruno's going to be given an opportunity. We know that Rashford is going to be given an opportunity. We know that Dalot's going to be given an opportunity. We know all these players are going to be given an opportunity. If a new manager comes in, he's got to do the business. He's got to cut some of these players as well. Because at the end of the day, there's no point getting rid of Eric Ten Hag when you still got those same players there, right? Those same players there who have fouled under various managers. Various managers, they fouled. The most important thing I want to see, and this is what I give Eric Ten Hag the biggest criticism for, is that he's not dropping these players when they deserve to be dropped. Everyone and their dog knew that Ahmad should be playing in this game. Everyone and their dog knew that he should be playing in this game. I knew that. Everyone I know thinks we should play the double pivot in this game with Ugarte and Casemiro with Eriksen as a number 10. Only Eric Ten Hag doesn't believe that. So how can we trust in this? How can we trust in this? Give me an honest opinion, Sal, the manager. I wanted him from last season. This is the Ineos make the final decision. Yeah, this is on Ineos, Rasta. And Ineos need to do things. They need to move quickly now. Ineos are the ones there. They're the ones who need to move quickly. They're the ones who need to do the decision now. They're the ones who have to make the decision and stop it with the indecisiveness. Get the job done. If you want him gone, get rid of him. Do it. Stop waiting for it. Do it. When, they're waiting too long. This is why I wanted Qatar. I thought Saudi, debt cleared, Glazers out. This is why I wanted that from the beginning. Because exactly this, too slow. We're not moving in time, guys. It's time for Ineos to make decisions. Absolutely, Chow. Absolutely. No one's making excuses on this channel, mate. No one's making excuses on this channel. At the end of the day, if you get corruption against you, you have to call it out, Rasta. I know you're Ten Hag out, but you have to talk sense at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You have to talk sense that, that VAR decision did go against us. It's corruption at the end of the day, because no one in their right mind thought it was. No, we're not making excuses. We're calling facts right here. We're speaking facts. That's all it's about. We speak facts on this channel, no agendas. We just speak facts. Jim. Neither did I, Jim. Neither did I. Let's have a look. Disgraced man, we hit a low. The Sylvester quote in life, yeah, hit the lowest you won't believe, but what matters that you keep stepping up, but stepping back up. But for us, the quote is not useful now. I don't know if we've reached the lowest we can reach, GK. I really don't. I mean, I not hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know what? It can get a lot worse. It might get a lot worse, you know what I mean, before it gets better. It will get better, but you know what? We've been waiting 10 years for it to get better. Yeah, we've been waiting 10 years for this whole thing to get better, guys. You know, we've been waiting for ages for it to get better, and it's not getting better. United played well for 5 or 6 Sal by halftime. Yeah, but they didn't, did they? You know, and what I would say, Brian, what I would say, Brian, is that if they miss those chances, those players should be dropped. I'm sorry, those players should be dropped. If they're missing such chances, they need to be dropped. You cannot miss open goals, man. That's gross bloody contact in the football terms. You know what I mean? In a working environment, you cannot be missing open goals. You cannot be missing chances like that. Yes, the positive is that at least we're creating chances. At least we're doing things. We're creating chances. That's a good thing. But we're losing games. We're drawing games. And you know what? We're 14th in the league table. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say, Ten Hag, he's rubbish. He's out of his depth and da-da-da. I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to be like this. Do you know what I mean? I think right now, the best thing for Ineos to do will be to remove the manager, okay? Remove the manager, get the new manager in, whoever it is, right? We support the manager and we see what happens at the end of the day. Because that is what's going to happen. We know that's what's going to happen, you know, and at the end of the day, because you're not getting results on the pitch. But my opinion on Ineos is that they're not moving quick enough. What are they waiting for? If they're going to do it, do it. You know what I mean? What are they waiting for? This club is full of foul there at 10 stars. It will take us a long time to undo the damage. The new manager will want our signings. And the damage has been doing for Almat for 10 years. 10 years. The damage has been there, right? Mainu's not damaged. Garnacho is not damaged. De Ligt is not damaged. Licha is not damaged. All right? Let's be honest. Ahmad is not damaged. These are players that are actually quite good. Ugarte is not damaged. These are good players. These are good players, mate. Seasoned players. You know? Who have Aston Villa got? You know what I mean? We've got a good score of a team there, right there. Yoro is not damaged. Real Madrid wanted him. He's not damaged. Mazraoui's been good. He's not damaged. Come on, man. Big up, Jim. Big up. Big up, everyone, of course. We are on a relegation zone. Shameful. We're not in a relegation zone, mate. We're 14th. It's not the relegation zone, mate. 17th is the relegation zone. You're right, so big up, Jim. Because of idiots like you may find yourself in a relegated. Idiots like me, mate, retired in Abu Dhabi, watching football 40 years, mate. It's because of idiots like you, actually, idiots like you know, that we're in this mess in the first place. Do you know what I mean? If you come on my channel and you want to talk about idiocracy, let's talk about idiocracy then, mate. Let's talk about idiocracy. Come on. Tell me about yourself with your little M. Tell me about yourself, you little troll. Come on, tell me, troll. Tell me. You know, your little life over there, mate. You know what I mean? You know nothing about football. Come on the channel. Try and school me about this Manchester United Football Club. Come on the channel. You coward. Big up. Hi, Sal. Big up, Michael. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Absolutely. And no one's saying he didn't. I don't know if you've got hearing problems, Michael. One up. You need a flipping one-uppy. That's what you need. I don't know if you've got hearing problems, mate. But you know what? If you're not hearing what I'm saying, he picked the wrong team. If you're not hearing what I'm saying, what is wrong with you, mate? Are you slow? Come on, man. Chow, next manager should be given minimum 18 months to show what they can do capable of. If not, find another one, we get it right. Chow, thank you, mate. Thank you. At the end of the day, I've been saying this for the last few days. The next manager that comes in needs to be given 18 months. 18 months, a bit like Tuchel. A bit like Tuchel's been given 18 months. See how it goes. Rather than committing ourselves too soon, see how it goes and we go from there. You know what I mean? Giving these 3, 4, 5-year contracts is not working. You know what I mean? It's not working. But what we need to do as a football club is that we need to act quickly. We need to act quickly. We need to start moving quickly now. Move quickly, get the job done. Do you know what I mean? Because it's too slow, in my opinion. Too slow. Eriksen should be attacked. Yeah, I agree, GK. He should be. He should be. Oliver, Newcastle fan, also works in Abu Dhabi, Brian. He works in Abu Dhabi at football matches. I've seen him in football matches over here. So what's going on there then, you know? It's exactly like the new and Man City connection, like destroy and slander Man United. Sack Erik ten Hag, he did sell. I don't know what you get, but he did what. Imagine West Ham beat Man United. Oh my God, it's complete trash. Yeah, we lost to West Ham many times, Uchichi. Many times. We lost 2 league titles to West Ham, of course. Who is your man of the match and player ratings? I'm going to give it now, mate. I'm going to give it out, Mac. I'm going to give it now. VR is a complete rubbish. Please, why is the match not playing? Højlund played trash. Garnacho. We cannot blame Højlund for that performance. He's not getting any balls in the box. You know what I mean? He played all right yesterday, I felt. He played all right yesterday, Højlund. He's not getting any balls in the box. The wingers are the problem. Your Marcus Rashford is a problem. I'm shocked you're not mentioning Marcus Rashford. You know what I mean? It was the worst player on the pitch. But you're mentioning you're mentioning Højlund. You know, come on, man. He's the only one scoring goals. Dalot and Fernandes playing rubbish. Yeah, absolutely. I know. And so is Rashford. If you want to share the link, I can share my thoughts. I don't think you're going to say anything different to me, my friend. West Ham should not have had a penalty. West Ham should not. No, they shouldn't have, Michael. I know. It's not only the manager at fault for me. It's the players are not doing play. I agree, Chichi. That's exactly what it is. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that sentiment. Absolutely. I agree with that sentiment. I do agree with that, Uchichi. You said, Sal, that Ollie lost 4-1 to Watford and agreed with you. He did. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Jim. Yeah. I'm lost with the comments, mate. Yeah, he did. And 4-0 to Everton and 6-1 to Spurs. Let's not go down that road. You know, people are crazy. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ineos are failing of the fans' trust. We trusted Ineos to win. Who trusted Ineos? I said Qatar, but you know what? Sports washing, all this crap, Islamophobia. That's what it is. That everyone who wanted bloody Ineos and stuff like that, and Jim Ratcliffe in a football club, I guarantee you would be in a much better position right now if Qatar were in. I tell you that right now. Manchester United should have a penalty for handball. So yeah, I know. But you know what? It's the corruption of the referees at the end of the day. I couldn't leave a chat message, but now it seems to be okay. Big up, Sanjay. Thank you for your message, my friend. Big up yourself. Big up. Brian, I blame the Glazers. Me too, Brian. Me too. Glazers out for life. Glazers out. Absolutely. Chichi Onana has really improved, no doubt. He's improved. Yeah, he couldn't do nothing about the goals. Gray, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, guys. Grand Old Day are finishing in the first half was apparently they need to take a good look at themselves. Dalot was shocking. Penalty was a joke. Second half, we were crap. Second half, I was disappointed in the second half. The first half, you know what? We played well. We should have been 3-4-0 up. You know what I mean? But you know what happens when you don't take your chances, Grayo, isn't it? Grayo, by the way, how was your date? I mean, I forgot to ask you. My apologies, mate. Hope you're doing well. I'm just really annoyed about the game, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, when you don't take your chances, it's the old cliche, isn't it? That, you know what, you're going to get punished for it. And Man United got punished for it. And you know what, we were saying it on the watch along yesterday, we're going to get punished. You know, we're going to get punished. And it's exactly what happened. Not even a top 6 club anymore. For now, Brian, it won't last long. Don't worry. We'll get someone in and we will obviously. I wanted Qatar too, but the Glazers will not sell. The Glazers would have sold if Jim Ratcliffe wasn't there. Going to bed with them. The Chelsea game could be ugly. Very, absolutely. I need Xavi now. That guy can use youth players, so let's start from there. Mazraoui did well when he went off. He made that wing with Garnacho. Mazraoui did well. Chichi did very well, my friend. He did very, very well, obviously. 10 years too long. Yeah. 1 year, 2 years is too long. Eriksen is not damaged, I swear. Just that Man United ain't the club at all. Eriksen's finished, mate. He's finished. He was finished at Spurs 5 years ago. Expressions ooze and that Spurs fan channels are laughing at us for playing Eriksen every single game. You know, because he was slow back then. We shouldn't be playing these players. Exactly. So big up, Jim. Michael, you come to talk crap here instead of making sense. You must be out of your real sense, bro. Big up, Chichi. Big up yourself. Love, man. How are you today, brother? Great to see you. Good to see you too, Jim. Always, as usual. I wonder where we bought Ugarte and stick him tonight. This is the problem, Jim. This is the annoyance for me because we got Ugarte. We've been fighting for Ugarte all summer, but we're playing the 2 players that we tried to get rid of in the summer. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's wrong with Erik ten Hag. You know, just play the double pivot, play Eriksen as 10. You know, it's crazy when you think about it, you know, and he's shooting himself in the foot. I thought we had a striker coach. We can't even put the ball in the back of the net. Things need to change. And what I'm saying about Ineos is that they need to move quickly. They need to move swiftly, stop delaying things. If they're going to make the change, bloody make the change. You know what I mean? It's going to cost them a bit of money, but you reap what you sow at the end of the day. You reap what you sow, and that is what it's all about. Michael, one up. You need therapy real quick. We bring up an opinion on this channel, not to start spitting crap from your mouth. Transfer and energies. Mate, Ichichi, it's just internet gangsters, Twitter, keyboard warriors and stuff like that have nothing positive going on in their lives. So they think that they will come on my channel and try and bring beer. That's okay. I enjoy it. You know, it just adds to my, my interaction and stuff. It's fine. Absolutely. At the end of the day, it lets off me. It gives me some steam to let off, you know. Better we get Carrick than McKenna. Not good enough, not good enough. We need someone better. We need the best in class. What happened to the best in class, guys? What happened to the best in class? That's what we need. What happened to that? Big up Sal, big up Breaking News, big up Stephanie. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Absolutely. Welcome back, Steph. Hope you're doing well. We still United fans. I did not watch another game after that. I was too upset. Me too, Jim. I went to bed, mate. You know, at the end of the day, I watched the game, went to bed. You know, I couldn't be bothered, Jim. I mean, I could have watched the other game. I could have done a watch along. You know what I mean? I could have done a match reaction. I just wanted to sit back and relax. And you know what? I can't be bothered anymore because I'm at that stage now, Jim. And you know what is really dangerous about what's happening right now, guys? What's really happening right now is the danger of us becoming, we don't care anymore. We don't care. You know, I'm not bothered anymore. You know, we're coming to that point where we think, I'm just fed up. I'm fed up. And, you know, and when you get to that fed up stage, you know what? Ineos have got to do something. They got to do something. Something needs to change, you know, but not just one thing. Many things need to change in the fan base, in the club. You know, a lot of things need to change. Men, we were losing Chelsea match 2. We'll be delegated. We have to bring in Carrick and McKenna. Carrick and McKenna are not the best in class, GK. They're not the best in class. Let's not fall for the same mistakes we did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, guys. We made the mistake with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let's not do that again. Right? Let's not do that again because we know we need the best in class. Carrick and McKenna are not better managers than Erik ten Hag. They're not. Right? So you're going to bring a championship manager to Manchester United to try and fix this mess. Arm around the shoulder and all that. No, this is not what it's about. We need the best in class, guys. Best in class. Xerxes and Awful come into the end of extra time. Rasmus was dropped. Why Rasmus dropped? I know. The stubbornness of some of the players and the manager is our backs have to be against the wall for them to understand. This is the problem, Rasta, and I agree with that. You know, it takes a goal against us for us to start doing things. What was I saying? Get the ball into the box. Cross the ball into the box. What happened when we started conceding goals? What happened when we conceded the goal? What happened when it went to 2-1? We started crossing the ball into the box. We started making chances. We started crossing the ball. Why weren't they doing that from minute 1? This is what I don't understand, Rasta. I don't understand. Why weren't they doing that from minute 1? Why not? You know, I mean, they started playing for the badge after we conceded the penalty. You know, they started doing that after conceding the penalty. Why didn't we do that from the first minute? I don't understand this team. Everything about this club, it just drives me mad. You know, at the end of the day, look, you know what? When something needs to be done, they don't do it. You know, it's like they don't put in their effort. You know, throughout the game in the second half, we were doing nothing until we conceded the penalty. Nothing was happening until we conceded the penalty. We brought the penalty on ourselves. We can blame VAR, and VAR are corrupt. Yeah, and Michael Oliver is a bloody prat at the end of the day. We can blame them, but we have to blame ourselves as well because we should have been 3 or 4 up in the first half. You know, this is the problem with Manchester United. You know, we do it to ourselves. Mayeba Longkuma, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good, welcome back to the stream. Regardless of the injuries, injustice towards us this season, we are 40th in the league, and that speaks volumes. Maybe I don't disagree with that. Yeah, and that is why Ineos have to get a move on, don't they? They have to get a move on and have to do what they have to do and stop creating toxicity, because that's what Ineos are doing. They're elevating the toxicity within the fan base. They're elevating the bad feelings, the anger. The media are loving it. The media are coming on us. The media are coming on Erik ten Hag, etc., etc., etc. You know, guys. You know, we need to make a decision, definitely. How is it going, Sal? How are you going to fix our finishing? It's a mental or technical. Bit of both, top button. Bit of both. Bit of rushing. A bit of that. If you watched the Barcelona game against Real Madrid the other night, the night before last, you see a bloody education in finishing, right? I watched a masterclass in finishing, right? Yesterday, I saw a disaster class in finishing. I'm talking about schoolboy finishing. Schoolboy finishing, I'm talking about. We couldn't hit the ball. Garnacho, Rashford, Bruno, and obviously bloody Dalot missing an open goal. He'd be dropped for that, missing that open goal. My goodness, is that Sir Alex Ferguson? It would be gone. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's almost 6:30 here in Sydney, I don't expect Erik ten Hag to be in the job at midnight by my time. Club statement incoming, pathetic, bad signings, bad tactics, bad excuses. Personally, I don't think bad signings. I personally just think bad tactics. I personally believe that he's not picking the right team. I think it's the wrong team selection. I think it's the wrong shape, and that is the problem. I do believe that. You know what? Let's not forget he's brought through Garnacho and Mainu. Let's not completely describe that. Leach is a great player. De Ligt is a great player. Mazraoui is a great player. These are good players. These are good players. Ugarte is a good player. Made the most tackles in Europe last season, Ugarte. We were fighting for Ugarte last season. It's a good signing. It's something going wrong with this football club. I'm telling you. People want Xavi, but he couldn't do much with all these players. Xavi needs the resident technical footballers. That is it. Exactly. What's he going to do with Bruno, Almac? What's he going to do? Is he going to turn Bruno into Odegaard? Exactly. What's he going to do? We ain't got the players for that. And this is the problem. When you change the manager, you're going to have a backlog of players from the past. He's going to have to do something. He's going to have to do something, if he becomes the manager, because the same players, real eyes recognize real lies. Real eyes recognize real lies. And I see liars on that pitch. I see liars on that pitch. It's liars. All liars. They're manipulators, Jim, Sal, now I am Ten Hag out, and these unperforming players are not screaming it. Sal, Ten Hag now, and the problematic players are not going to scream, but it will be support whoever the manager. The same players will be there. This is my biggest concern, Jim. This is my biggest concern. We need some rescue with us in the EPL. Yeah, definitely. If that was Pep's cheating or VR decision, what doesn't happen? We need to VR the transfer need to be on. They need a big speaker in the stadium, Stephanie, just like they do in America. They need a big and rugby. They need a big speaker in the stadium to understand what's going on. The referee yesterday didn't want to give that penalty. He did not want to give that penalty. He was looking at it again and again, his hands on his hips, looking at that penalty. He didn't want to give the penalty. It was Michael Oliver, that guy, that cheater, who gave the penalty. It was not the referee. Everyone knew it wasn't a penalty. West Ham were not screaming for a penalty. They were not even appealing. And even before that penalty, he handballed it. And he didn't even look at that, did he? That influence him. Don't let it influence your mood, Sanjay. You know what? We talk about football. You know what? Don't let it influence your mood. It's going to get better. The rain makes you appreciate the sunshine, Sanjay. And the sunshine will be back. It will be back. I'm back. Any coach that emerges United coaching position must definitely need his own players too, so nothing is wrong. Xavi needs his own players. They're going to have to spend some money again, of course. But let's not forget, we've got some great youngsters coming through as well. Obi Martin and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? What they're going to be put down the pecking order, If we lose to Chelsea, Everton and Saka already gone. Michael, if it was my choice, I'd just get it over and done with already. I would have just get it over and done with today. That's what I would do, because at the end of the day, it's not helping anyone. This is obviously not working. Something is not working. So we have to change it. We have to change it now, because something is not working. And when something's not working, the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again. We need to change things now, and we need to get things done. With a heavy heart, Ten Hag should be gone. With a heavy heart, Ten Hag now is at his chance. He needs to go. The results are not good enough. I'm sorry, but the results are not good enough for me. They're not good enough. And Man United shouldn't be in 14th place. They shouldn't be in 14th place. I said it myself, that Man United shouldn't be losing to West Ham. And I said that. Why not? Yeah, being red carded. So do one. Big up, Grayo. Love my brother. You see, Grayo's on it. Grayo is on the money. He's on the money. The absolute legend. You come in here, you could be a rival fan, you could disagree with me, but don't come in here with inconstructive arguments. It shows a lack of intelligence. That's all it does. I think we need somebody with a mentality of working. Rasta, yes, I would bring Roy Keane in that football club, and I would make them. Wouldn't it be great to have Roy Keane to the end of the season? Flipping get Roy Keane in there to the end of the season. That's what I would like. Ruffle some feathers, grab them by the neck. Grab them, do something, Bring Tito Martin in the first team because he's better than Rashford. He is better than Rashford, Chichi. Absolutely better than Rashford. Absolutely. When he conceded, it's panic station mode, and then we start playing. Exactly, Kenny. Sanjay, he has to go, fella. Had enough of him and his constant excuses, lies. Sam, one thing I want though, my friend, Sam, thank you for joining the stream. One thing I would say is that Ineos need to make the decision. They need to do it quickly and stop hesitating, stop adding anxiety, stop second guessing what's going to happen. They just need to make the decision, you know, because right now I can't see us getting a result against Chelsea. I'm being honest with you. Eriksen and Casemiro in that midfield against Chelsea, they're going to get done. They're going to get done. I'm tired of it, and they need to make a decision. So I think we could both agree on that some players that should be on the bench should not be playing. Absolutely, Rasta. And do you know what? When the new manager comes in, that he needs to make the decision about those players. He needs to move those players on, Rasta, you know, because at the end of the day, if we get a new manager in and then Bruno still plays, Rashford still plays, we still play Eriksen and players like that, you know what? How are we moving forward? How are we going to move forward if we're going to continue doing the same things over and over again? Sanity, isn't it? Does Bruno give interviews anymore? He missed a header, was similar to Spurs away last season, deflates the whole team, give captaincy to each other. There was a reason that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't give the captaincy to Bruno in the first place. There was a reason. That miss, all we needed to do was flick it gently off his head, and that goes in the corner. As you said, Stephanie, as I said earlier in the show, and we said it yesterday, the same miss against Spurs last season, at the beginning of last season, the same miss. He scores that goal, it does deflate the team. And when you start missing chances, it does deflate the team. It deflates the team, guys, you know, when you miss those chances, you know, because you don't get many chances in games. This is the Premier League at the end of the day. You don't get these chances again, you know, so, you know, you have to take at least one or two of those chances. And then if we take one or two of those chances, we're not complaining about VAR. We're not complaining about the penalty. You know, we would already won the game, you know, and we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. We do. That's what really is. We do it to the self, just you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bruno doesn't give interviews, by the way. I ain't seen him for a while. No, Michael Oliver is one of the best referees in the Premier League. Michael, you're the only guy in England who says that, mate. Who says that? He's one of the most corrupt referees in England. You're the only one who says that, mate. Look after your brain, mate. Look after your brain. My goodness. Absolutely. Bring me as manager. I will rescue here. Rashi at the top. Bruno, Eriksen, Ahmed, and mid double pivot. You need to take Ugarte. Leach sounds good, new, but it will be good. I agree, GK. We need a double pivot, mate. Right now, we need a double pivot, mate. Absolutely. Fernandes has gone from bad to worse. He's been like that for months and months with Chichi. You know, it needs to change. Of course, it needs to change. So 31 likes, 57. Can we get to 50 likes by the end of the show, guys? Can we get to 50 likes? Can we do it? Let's do it. Come on, guys. Come on, let's do it. We've got 20. I don't know. Fat Sal, big up, Jim. Big up, Jim. Men, we need Eaton in the squad with Rasmus on the left. We can absolutely. Yeah, we need something different. We need to move on from what we're doing at the moment. Of course, guys, absolutely. I think play 4-4-1. One attack, 4-4-2 for me, 4-1-1. Yep, we need foreign refs. English refs are shut. Absolutely, Brian. How anyone could compliment to Michael Oliver is beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. And to be honest with you, Sal, I never wanted Ineos from day one. Something about Jim Ratcliffe definitely off to me. Rasta, thank you very much, my friend. We wanted a full sale, Glazers out, debt cleared. That's what we wanted, and that's what we were screaming for months. But unfortunately, Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos gave Glazers a chance to stay. They're the ones who gave Glazers a chance to stay because they couldn't afford a new stadium. They couldn't afford a new squad. They were left to dry. They thought, you know what are we going to do? We ain't got the money. So they were looking to sell the club. It was Jim Ratcliffe who gave them an opportunity to stay at the club. Otherwise, they would have sold it to Qatar. You know, it was Jim Ratcliffe who gave them the ammunition to stay at the club. The Glazers went to bed with the Glazers. He went to bed with the Glazers. And now because of the Glazers, you know what? We're still in the same position and we're not going to improve as quickly as we want to improve. In fact, I don't know if we're going to ever improve with the Glazers at the helm. We need drastic changes, and Qatar was a drastic change that we needed. We could have scored 4 goals in the first. Absolutely, Jim. But this is the reason that we're -3 goal difference. We scored 8 goals in 9 games this season. It's unacceptable. Ipswich Town are scoring more goals than us, guys. Ipswich Town, and you know what? We should have scored 4 or 5 in the first half. At least 2. You know what I mean, Jim? I'm not saying that take every single chance, but we should have at least scored 2, you know, and that would have been all right. That would have been great, you know? Ah, man. It's sad, though, isn't it? GK, 4-1-3-2. Nice one, G. I wouldn't mind anything at the moment, GK. At the moment, I'm just stuck. I just want something to work. I just want something to work, and it could be anything that can work. You know, I just want something to work for our football club. Of course, guys, Barcelona, man, saying best transition display. That's football 10 hard promise, but we still can't deliver. Yep, I agree. Magnificent display from Barcelona, of course, and an art in how to finish as well. An art in how to finish. Story, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. If we get Tiki Taka savvy, my season tickets go in the bin. Chain Ten Hag with a direct manager. Let's not forget Xavi lost to Eric Ten Hag in the Europa League with Wout Weghorst. All right, let's not forget that as well. Absolutely. Michael Oliver is, mate. He is. He don't like Man United. He works in Abu Dhabi, you know what I mean? And he comes across as one, definitely. Sanjay, I mean, no Man United fan compliments Michael Oliver. Are you a Man United fan, Michael, or what? No one compliments Michael Oliver. That guy has been giving us bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. That guy is an awful referee. He's a Man City guy, supports Newcastle, but in Man City's pocket. In Man City's pocket. And I know that for a fact. Lucky it's sunny here most of the time. Big up Sanjay here too. Don't force Rashford players a winger. I will drop Rashford and sell Rashford myself. Absolutely. I'm concerned about the Chelsea match. The coach is doing things over there. Who knows what the coach will be, Rasta? For Man United, I mean, obviously, Maresca has lost to Liverpool and Man City. He hasn't really beaten anyone of note. Let's not forget that. But you know what? Man United have to win. Again, I don't know who the manager will be for Man United. It could be anyone, of course. So, yeah, that date was okay as long as the Glazers are at the club. I honestly can't see us improving whoever takes on. Me too, Grayo. You say it like me, mate. You speak my language, Grayo. Absolutely perfectly said. Surely this is a straw. I think so, Rodney. I think so. I mean, they have to make a decision, don't they? They're going to have to make the decision. Absolutely. Let me just go back. Rasta, Sal, definitely liars and pretenders on the pitch. They need to be benched. Absolutely, Rasta. Real eyes recognize real lies, and us real eyes recognize those liars on the pitch. You know what? You know when players start missing chances, you start getting like these really sinister sort of rumors. People were saying yesterday that, you know what, these players are missing the chances on purpose, you know, because they want Ten Hag out. Mad. Big up, Grayo. You should be a ref. Absolutely should be. Better than Michael Oliver. Keane would be the first guy I've got on the phone if I'm doing the recruitment. Lord Rodney, my guy. Absolutely, me too. We need a character like that. We need a character like that, guys. We need a character like Roy Keane in the dressing room. I'm sorry, but we do. It's pretty obvious. Rashid's useless. Rashid's useless as everything. He plays when he wants. But it's like basically Man United are. He's playing for basically. You know what? He's employing Man United, and we're not employed by him. You know. Wouldn't break the bank, probably $1 million or $2 million. I would agree. I would agree with that. Would he take it though, Rodney? Would he take it for? I mean, I think it's a free hit. Me too. It's a no-brainer, Lord Rodney. We need someone like that in the club. Great stream, Sal. I did make the decision lightly, but one thing is at my fault. Then the players and the manager. I don't like the situation, but we're in. I love Manchester United. Jim, love you, mate. I mean, I respect your opinion, mate. And you know what? If changes have to be made now. Changes have to be made. We have to make the changes and we have to move quickly. We have to stop being indecisive, and Ineos have to do the business now. They have to make the changes, and let's do this. Let's do it, Ineos. Move. And that's what I would say, to them. Move up. Move. Hi, mate. Yeah, always been Sal's back, and any idiot who insults him or indeed anyone on here, then they are not going to long last. Trust me, Gray. Gray is my family. He looks after me, man. Big up, Grayo, and obviously Honey Bun and all the family of Grayo. Absolutely legend, mate. 1 in a million. The season is going to be bad. We should not make a panic move. Don't sign some random manager. If the right option isn't available, then we wait until the end of the season, choose the manager carefully. Al Mac, you do come up with some really, really good stuff. You do. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Fantastic point. £60 million midfielder on the bench and Ten Hag's using injuries as an excuse again. It's embarrassing. I think it's embarrassing as well. I can't defend him on that, Johnny. I can't defend him on that, bro. I cannot defend him on that decision. Invisible, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome. No team can't play beautiful football or dominating games without a proper number 10, like De Bruyne or Odegaard. Bruno is weak, and he can Rashford play 9. Invisible, First comment I've read from you, brilliant comment, mate. I agree. Bruno's not good enough to be our number 10. And I agree, Rashford is also not good enough to be playing for Man United, and he should be gone. He plays when he wants. He plays when he wants. Rashford plays when he wants. That's what the problem with Rashford is. He only play. You know what? The problem with us, we're like, is Rashford going to have a good day today? Is he going to have a good day? Is he going to wake up on the right side of bed this morning? You know, and I don't like that, you know. Well, again, Keane isn't going to come random manager, but he knows Manchester United, what Manchester United means. I would have Keane there, even if it's as a coach, Lord Rodney, even if it's as a mentor, whatever it is, I'll have Keane in there. You need to install some pride back in the club. We do, Rodney. I miss it, bruv. I miss it, man. I do miss the times, man. We had some good times. Big up Sal, the legend. Big up Jim, the legend as well. Of course, Oliver must be investigated. It cannot continue. Story. I mean, this is pretty obvious now, isn't it? And it's not the first time against Man United. I said it a few months ago, right? On this channel, right? I said it a few months ago that I firmly believe that they want to wipe Manchester United off the map. I believe that. I think they want one Manchester club. This is what I believe. I think they want one Manchester club, and they want Man United to eventually go out of business or something. The way they're refereeing Man United, crying out loud, it's terrible. You know, to be honest, I don't want an ex-player being Man United manager unless they have earned it. Roy Keane isn't a good enough manager. Johnny, I would say I'll bring him in as a coach, as a mentor, someone like that. I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility to do that, of course. Johnny, that's probably not true. He's more qualified than Ollie was. Yeah. Yeah. Ollie played well for the first month, innit? 2 months or something. Ruud van Nistelrooy tactic has double pivot. Rasmus Ahmad at top. Garnacho, Casemiro, Garte, Bruno. I would leave out Bruno now. I'm fed up with Bruno. I'm fed up with these performances, mate. Lovely Trotter, I hope I'm not Trotter. No, but I'm spot on. Roy Keane has never been a good manager, and he doesn't want to be a manager too. What about a coach? What about a mentor? What about someone like that, Johnny? Adia, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're good. Hi, Dalcro. Hi. Stupid comment again. Copy and paste, of course. Lord Ronnie, I think you're talking about this of bollocks, respect. I've never seen bollocks and respectively in the same context. Bruno Fernandes, it's not captain material. He's too emotional. We need somebody serious. Rasta, I agree with you, mate. I've been saying it. I agree with you. Absolutely. VAR is there to help the field referees in the Premier League. So, well, VAR absolutely didn't help it yesterday because they made the wrong decision. And that was Michael Oliver, wasn't it? Who do you think is captain material in the squad other than Bruno? Licha Martinez, De Ligt, those type of people? Yeah, at the moment. One thing I would do, Rasta, I would like to bring through new players. I want to start bringing in some of those younger players, those players who are killing it in the youth team as well, you know, and build up again. We need to start from the basics. We need to start again. This is not good enough. Of course, Johnny, I don't think we can use cup results to not want the manager. Pep lost to Ten Hag in a cup final doesn't change the fact that Ten Hag can't replace his Pep's boots. Facts will suggest that, Johnny, of course. I am Manchester United fan. So I know, mate, but Michael Oliver fan too. I agree with Rasta. I wouldn't trust any of us. None of us do. Qatar in full sale only. I was that. I went on Qatar television, guys. I went on Qatar television and I spoke about it. I spoke about it, guys. People know about my stance about full sale. I didn't care if it was Amazon. I don't care if it was bloody Apple. I don't care. I wanted a full sale. You know, Glazers out. Don't know I'm Ten Hag out and sat. I also want some problem players out and sold. I don't want Ruud in and still keep the problems. I want real change over the pitch and the manager at Glazers. Jim, exactly right. And this is the problem. If we're going to get rid of the manager and these players, you know what? What's going to annoy me the most, Jim? What's going to annoy me the most is that when we get, like, let's say, is most likely Ruud van Nistelrooy will be the interim manager. When Ruud van Nistelrooy becomes the interim manager, you will see those players suddenly, miraculously start playing well. And that's what's going to annoy me. That's what's going to annoy me. That's why some of these players need to go. They need to be out of here, of course. Abdullah, how you doing, my friend? Current and previous managers never had enough power to drop and remove players. Glazers have given these players too much power. I agree, Abdullah. Fantastic point, my friend. They have given them too much power and too much money, of course. Jim Watkins, thanks for respect. Full of love to you. Full of love to you too, Jim. All day long, my friend. Nothing but the best, my friend. Time for change, lads. Absolutely, Amir. Time for change. They need to do it, Amir. They need to do it, and they need to move quickly. They need to move quickly, guys. Absolutely, they need to move quickly. Rasta Oil Manasal makes waves in your small but for fire criminal, mate. Absolutely, mate. You know what? Every billionaire has got some demons in the closet, haven't they? At the end of the day, every billionaire. You know, but at the end of the day, because they don't look like them. Because they don't look like them, they didn't want some of the fan base and and obviously media didn't want Qatar in charge of Manchester United. You know, and that is what it is in a realist point of view. Kenny, Ten Hag will be here to the end of the season. 007. Kenny again, man. Eric Ten Hag is tired. He looks fed up, Amir. He didn't look very emotional. Bring back Ollie. Amir, don't bring back Ollie. No. Are you forgetting what happened under Ollie, mate? Are you forgetting about 4-1 to Watford, 4-0 to Everton, 6-1 to Spurs? Are you forgetting that? Favoritism, you know, all that business as well. You know, are you forgetting? No. We need the best in class, Amir. We need the best in class. I love Roy Keane and even better, Cantona in the club, mentor some role in our club and the discipline players. Jim, I love it. Cantona as well. I forgot about Cantona. Cantona would be a great option as well, guys. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Big up. Almac, interested in your player ratings. I'm going to go through my player ratings now, guys, if you don't mind. I'll go through the player ratings now. Let me have a look. So let's do this. Right. I'm on Almac, and let me just get this set up. Sorry it's taking so long. I went into one. Of course, guys. I did go into one, of course. Okay, guys, my player ratings for the game. This was my player ratings for the game, guys. If I'm being honest, I gave Onana a 6, an average 6. Didn't do anything wrong, to be honest with you. Had a decent game, if I'm being honest. Did it to 6 and Martinez a 6. I don't think they really put a foot wrong. I don't think the penalty was a penalty. I don't think he should have been given the penalty. The penalty was not a penalty, guys, if I'm being honest. Dalot, 5.2. I gave Dalot 5.2. Absolutely poor. Another poor performance from Dalot. Mazraoui did okay. Got 6.7 for me. If I'm being honest with you, did okay. Casemiro got a 7, and Casemiro was my man of the match yesterday. I felt Casemiro was all over the place and did well yesterday, if I'm being totally honest with you. Eriksen got a 5.7 for me. Poor, again, slow, sluggish, does the odd good pass, but not good enough. Bruno, 5.8, slow, sluggish, not good enough. You know, just not good enough. Done a couple of good things. Missed a big chance, of course, and would have said it. Garnacho got a 6.5, run all day for me. Run the wings all day. Done okay, but obviously missed a big chance as well. But you know what? One of the better players. Rashford was absolutely crap, 4.6. That's why he substituted at halftime, more or less. So I give him a 4.6. Was so poor in the game, of course, guys. And Højlund got a 6.5 for me, guys. I felt Højlund held the line well. Tried his best, had to go deep to pick up the ball, of course. Had to go deep because obviously he is not getting any crosses in. The only time we started getting crosses is when we went down 2-1, you know, and that is the problem. The only time Garnacho started to cross, the only time Rashford started, the only time Ahmed crossing is when we went down by 2-1. The substitutes for me, Ahmad gets a 6.4, did better when he came on, did okay when he came on. Xerxes did okay when he came on, got a 6.5 for me. Lindelof didn't really have to do nothing, so he got 5.5. He came in very, very late, of course. And Erik Ten Hag got a 5 for me, a 5 rating, a poor score, of course, guys. A 5 didn't do much in regards to the game, changing the game, didn't work, too late. Wrong team selection as well, in my opinion. You know what? We've been crying out for the double pivot, and that is what we wanted at the end of the day. That is my ratings for the game, guys. I hope you agree. I mean, obviously, this is democracy. We don't have to agree with everything, of course, guys. Absolutely. We don't have to. Let me just go back. I had Roy Keane, 171 to become Manchester United manager. 175 to 1 for Roy Keane to become the Manchester United manager. There you go. Exactly, Sal. Fed up with Bruno too. Me too, mate. Fed up with it. I'm fed up with these crybabies, man. I really am. These snowflakes will be crying with Kino. Absolutely. This is what we need, Sanjay. I mean, not as a manager, but even as a guy who's a coach, you know what? He's in the dressing room. You know what I mean? Ahmed deserves better. He didn't have enough time for me. He didn't do much, you know what I mean? So he got one of the better scores for me. Ahmed deserves more time on the pitch, though, definitely. Rasta, I love my club, sir, because of my uncle that passed. We need to be ruthless. Rasta, much love to your uncle. Godspeed and stuff like that. Much love to your uncle, my friend. And you know what? Much love to you. You know what? Stay with the team, mate. Stay with the team. It will get better, bruv. It will get better. I know it seems bleak now. I know it seems crap now, but you know what? Ten Hag is not going to be there forever. Some of these players are not going to be there forever. You know what? It will get better and it'll be a lot more sweeter, guys. I hope so. Inshallah, as they say. Keane always and only wanted the United job. He was blackballed by Ferguson. Yeah, Ferguson and him had a fallout, of course. If Marco's alive, I know exactly what he would say. Ten Hag out, probably, Rasta. Ten Hag out, probably. I'm guessing. Amir, Eriksen being consistent start is a crazy, unexpected. Amir, agree with you, mate. If he's going to play him as a number 10. Don't play him in the number 8 position. He's not that player. And you can tell. Deep down inside, I know exactly with you. I'm feeling the same. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, mate. Disappointed, man. Really wanted us to win. Felt we would have won, should have won. The reason we started the management career was to one day get the United job. Look at how he supported Keane. It's just class. Oli supported Keane. Oli Keane is just class. Yep. Absolutely. Why did Qatar bid foul? What is the truth? Jim Ratcliffe is the truth. Jim Ratcliffe gave an opportunity for Ineos to stay at the football club, making 10 billion over the next few years, right? So they facilitated the Glazers. Jim Ratcliffe facilitated the Glazers. Ineos were offering 6 billion, which is well over our evaluation, 6 billion. Altogether, Qatar were willing to spend 8 billion. 2 billion of that was going to go towards the stadium, was going to go towards all the infrastructure and stuff like that. But they were going to give Qatar, they were going to give the Glazers 6 billion, which is literally 2 billion more than we're worth, 2 or 3 billion more than we're worth. What the Ineos did, they facilitated the Glazers by giving them 1 billion now, and over the next 10 years, they're going to obviously earn more money, up to 10 billion. So basically, what they wanted was Qatar to come back with a 10 billion offer, which is not going to happen. We're not worth 10 billion. You know what I mean? Especially the work that needs done at Man United. So it was the Glazers. But if Ineos were not around, they would have been forced their hand. They would have forced their hand. They would have had to sell to Qatar, because they cannot afford a new stadium. They cannot afford a new squad. They cannot afford a new academy. They cannot afford it, right? But Jim Ratcliffe and co facilitated the Glazers. They facilitated by going to bed with them. Something United lack is class, dignity, pride. Keane example. Absolutely. I love Roy Keane, man. He says it. He's very honest, man. Very honest. Johnny, give me a Musiala at United. I like it. I need to see that. Johnny, I would love that. It cost a fortune, though. Obviously, he's got 1 year left on his contract. I think I have 1 year left on his contract. So if we're going to move from Musiala, we've got to move it quickly, guys. Absolutely. Rasta, when Roy Keane was captain, he let the players know who remained. Absolutely, mate. And he would defend them till the end. He would defend them to the end. He'd grab their shirt, everything. He would defend them to the end. He wouldn't let anyone, bully our players. He was a captain, proper captain, best of all time. Why is Amir at bench again? Absolutely, Amir, I agree. Shouldn't be on the bench. Big up, everyone. Big up, Randy. How you doing, my friend? How you feeling? He'll tell him if they're shit, they need that. They do need that, mate. Honestly, they need that. I think that Erik ten Hag's a little bit soft, if I'm being honest. 100% shout. I've seen it way too long now. Times they're getting the new same players stay out, and after a few months or a few games, the same old tricks these players are up to. Agree, Jim. Agree. This is the problem. They're gonna up their game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won 22 games in a row. 22 games in a row after Jose Mourinho was thrown under the bus. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won 22 games in a row. It's not because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a tactical genius. It's because those players didn't play for Jose Mourinho. And what happened when they got fed up? They threw Ole under the bus as well. Leopards can't change their spots, as Roy Keane said, of course. Roy Keane said that. Fats, his head looks heavy and it's only a little big up. I think Xavi will get the job, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. I think Garnacho was bad as Bruno, to be honest. At least he ran, At least he ran and didn't give hero balls every now and then. He put in a couple of crosses in, but no one really played well yesterday, Johnny, if I'm being honest. Johnny on a mad one, Musiala, and I won £1 billion, mate. He's on the last year of his contract, Rodney, and he's not signing a contract for Bayern Munich at the moment, so we might get him next year if we move quick, but he might go to Real Madrid. In all honesty, Real Madrid have got a luxury of players. They don't need him, do they? I know we scored 9 goals in a match. Now we scored 9 goals in 8 matches. Yeah, he also didn't win any trophies, unfortunately. DJ Acid King, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I hope everything is good with you. Sid Guerrero, big up yourself, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, by the way, guys. Blame it on VAR and the refs. Not everything on VAR and the refs. Not on this channel. We don't. We blame the manager as well and the players. That's what we do. But we all know that Michael Oliver is a bit of a cheat, don't we? We do. Obviously, we wouldn't have lost that game. Thanks for your support. Comment, Sal. Bless you. With what the players and the manager need now is passion and fire in the bellies, and just go and fight and win for the fans. Show have respect. Jim, we've been saying this for weeks, haven't we? We've been saying about passion, and desire. These players just don't want to do it. They're just not up for the task. I mean, you know what, Jim? They don't need us to say that, do they? But obviously, we have to keep reminding them. And you know what? This is the problem at Manchester United. They're playing for Man United. They're playing for the badge. They're playing for the Munich disaster. They're playing for the Busby Page. They're playing for George Best. They're playing for Bobby Charlton. That's who they're playing for. Eric Cantona. They're playing for those guys. Alex Ferguson, Manchester United need rebuilding completely from starting basics. You're a long way from Musiala and Lavazza, Superkarma. Dream on. Life is in the way, as we say. Was watching the game with 14-year-old Dalot as shot over the bar, and he said that he can see Dalot was doing it on purpose. Randy, honestly, do you think that Dalot did that on purpose? I mean, I'm not saying he didn't. I don't know, right? 100%. I'm not in Dalot's head. But Dalot, let's think about this, obviously, argumentatively, like if for argument's sake. Let me play devil's advocate. How comes that Erik ten Hag gave him all these opportunities, believed in him, played him almost every single game? Why would he do that to Erik ten Hag? I mean, I agree, right, Randy, that the technique of the way he hit the ball was a bit suspect, because all you needed to do was hit that ball on the ground and it goes in the back of the net. So that is one thing I'm saying. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm not saying you're right, but why would he do that? I'm interested to know. He wants Ten Hag out. Why? He's giving him chance after chance after chance, But you know what? Dalot hasn't played well this season. Anyone who thinks he's played well is delusional. He hasn't played well this season. For whatever reason that is, who knows? Ronaldo made it clear Dalot isn't the type of down tools. He's a very hard worker. He just made a big mistake. Yeah. I'm more inclined to believe that. Yeah, Johnny. Drop Bruno, drop Rashford. Everton now needs to stop the favoritism, player power, sit them down and discipline them, make them watch a full replay of the match so they could feed the shame. Absolutely. In front of the team as well. In front of the team. Say, Bruno, you're the captain. This is how it should be. You're the captain. I have a question. Why is Ugarte on the bench again? Your question is as good as mine. Your answer is as good as mine, Amir. I'm absolutely baffled why he is. We've been screaming out it's God sent that we need a double pivot, but he doesn't seem to want to play it. He wants to play Eriksen in that number 8 position, which doesn't work. How many games have we won with Eriksen as a number 8, by the way? It's not working. It's quite obvious. He needs to play the double pivot. He needs to change it. A lot of our problems stem from the fact we don't have a specialist left back down into left back. I agree, Almac. Absolutely spot on. I've been saying it all summer, of course. Specialized is the key word, my friend. Specialized. Absolutely. I mean, Ugarte was man of the match 3 days ago. Ahmad is still holding the bench for some unknown reason. I give that up, man. Amir, you're right. Ugarte saved Ten Hag the other day with that tackle against Fenerbahce. That he saved them. He saved his bacon. And at the end of the day, why is he on the bench? Apparently, the VAR guy was looking at FFL stats. Funny advert. You're funny, mate. Big up advert. Dalot was playing right back. Yes, he was. But he played badly there as well. Amir, why drop Ugarte? I know. I agree. Absolutely. And he was shy. Absolutely, Randy. If we lose this, Eric should get sacked, right? Yes. I'm not a big advocate for manager at peanut head, ball fraud and all that. That's not what I do. Right, that's not what I do. I have a little bit of class, right? But I think Ineos have to make the decision, and I would prefer, Amir, if they make the decision quickly. I would prefer if they make the decision quickly, of course. Big up, Jim. Why bench my new friends Ugarte after a solid performance of Turkey? Favoritism, Amir, and this is what's going to be Erik ten Hag's downfall at the end of the day. He's going to die on his own sword. This is what he's going to be his downfall. Sorry, Arabs are better than Dalot always have been. I mean, do you know what? Story, I agree. I said it. Roddy, yeah, agree with that. As well as Johnny, most likely just pressured and a brand fart. Yeah, absolutely. Probably, yep. I mean, why bench my new friend? I think I read that one. Now, next. How much? I go, oh, goodness me, very low. It can get very low. Yes, our 14-year-old who I am coaching, finishing, said he would not have missed that one, and he shows he never, ever kicked a ball over the bar. It's weird, Randy. It is weird as well. You know what? It was a bad miss. One of our worst misses of all time. How much low United go? How low? How low can you go? How low can you go? We're going lower, guys. We're going lower. We're going lower. It can get low, guys. It can get low. Is there a return to side? What managers are actually available in mid-season? None. It's going to be Ruud van Nistelrooy as an interim, Almac. That's what's going to happen. Watch. We have a huge lighting and thunder outside, Sal. Our club needs lightning and thunder. Absolutely, mate. At the moment, what do we have? We have bloody, what do we have? Rainbows and snowflakes. Brian, GK can't get any lower than 20th low. That's the lowest we can go, unless we're in the championship. A bit of fun, respect, banter, big up, Jim. Love, my brother. Amir, nobody understands why we bought Ugarte. I do, but he's not playing him, unfortunately. And I mean, even though we've been saying play him, he doesn't play him, unfortunately. FEL, even there, we will lose, absolutely. The fact that they are still deliberating means that they have no standards. Take yourself, for example, Sal. You've been classy, but you've said West Ham game, you set a marker, a president. I said it, and that's it. And I would have made the decision by now, Rodney. If I was in charge of Man United, I would have made the decision after the Tottenham game, if I'm being honest. But you know what? I gave it a little bit of a chance as a fan. But if I was in charge of Manchester United, I would have looked at things a little bit more less like a fan. And yesterday, we shouldn't be losing to this West Ham side. Absolutely not. Tottenham absolutely annihilated them last week, destroyed them. We shouldn't be losing to them. You know, and that's it. And that is, for me, was the last straw. A president has to be set. A president has to be set, man. A president has to be set. And you know what? Standards. Fur Coaster, no knickers. Absolutely, Lord Rodney. Absolutely. What club Mrs. follows? Napoli. She's from Naples, GK. She's Neapolitan. I love how you say things with a common sense and balanced style. Big up, Jim. Big up. You too, mate. Love, bro. Rep Sal, Rapid Sal. How long can we go? Dalot. Seen a lot of Dalot. I've seen a lot of Dalot, but he definitely isn't. I've seen a lot of Dalot, but he definitely doesn't have a lot because he's absolutely a big flop. I don't want to see Dalot. Definitely don't want to see Dalot in the Manchester United team. He might as well get a mop and mop the floor. That Dalot, absolutely, it's crap rap. That's called. Ten Hag don't know how to motivate his team. I don't know why Man United keep him as a man coach. He's got. It's up to Ineos, guys. It's up to Ineos. What happens? Palmer and Jackson will score against you next Saturday. Nehemiah, how you dare you come on my stream and you rub salt in the wound. You have salt in the wound of the Manchester United fan, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, bro. Please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to smash a like. I'm a Tottenham fan and we aren't happy with Angay and we beat you at West Ham. So, we're lower than you, mate. We're much lower than you. And you've got more standards than us at the moment. Absolutely. Do you think United were unlucky or did West Ham deserve their victory? Man United should have won the game in the first half. But I wouldn't say deserved. You get what you deserve. You get what you earn. You know, at the end of the day, you deserve what you deserve. You know, and Man United deserve to lose, I would say, because they didn't take their chances. That's what happens in football, you know. Neto will cause you problems too, mark my words. Namia, have you got anything nice to say about my football club? Crap rap awesomeness. Absolutely. Crap rap. Definitely. Dalot has missed a lot of chances. Definitely should have put the ball in the pot. Definitely. Absolutely. Should have put the ball in the pot. That Dalot, he misses a lot. You know what I mean? Might as well get a mop and sweep and bloody mop the floor. The bloody Dalot. Seen a lot of Dalot. And he's a big flop, that Dalot. Yeah, somewhat calm down my anger. Thanks, brother. Big up for that hard when you go and meet people and friends. It's embarrassing. I'm feeling a loss. It is embarrassing, mate. I'm fed up with it. And one thing I'm really fed up with is that I backed this manager from the beginning, Jim. And you know what? It's embarrassing, you know. It is embarrassing. Okay, one more thing. Apart from keeping Garnacho scoring the mess, what rest do you think of our attacking efforts? Okay, one more thing. Apart from those Garnacho Dalot scoring misses, what rest do you think of our attacking? They're rubbish, mate. Let's not forget the misses from Bruno as well. Absolutely atrocious. Didn't people say Dalot was so good Real Madrid wanted him? Real Madrid have signed a lot of players. Real Madrid have signed Thomas Gravesen at the end of the day. It doesn't mean they're all good. The next manager will come to the. He probably improved though at Almac. Almac, he probably would have improved at Real Madrid. The club is run better than us, of course. The next manager will come to the theatre of nightmares because Rangnick's open heart surgery is not completed yet. Lindelof played there. Is much. We played Lindelof as a right back at the end of that, of course. So let's see what happens on Sunday. Let's see, Rasta. Big up, Rasta. Thanks for joining me as usual. Me too. Me too. Absolutely. Me too. Anyone want to join the stream tomorrow? Rasta, sorry, mate. I did mean to put the link in there. There's the link, mate. If you want to join, you can have your say. And then we go. One thing I would say, at least, is we are real fans, not like those that hate our club. Absolutely, that is true. That is 100% true. I 100% agree with that and concur with that. Get well soon, Manchester United. Absolutely, we're in a bloody open heart surgery. We're in intensive care at the moment. We definitely need some care. Absolutely, definitely need some care, my friend. Absolutely, we definitely need some care, and we need some TLC. Absolutely, it's not been working for Manchester United, to be honest with you. Glory, go Man United forever. Big up Man United. It's gonna get better, guys. We have to keep the faith, keep the belief, guys. Keep the faith and keep the belief. Absolutely, that's what we have to do. Keep the faith and keep the belief. And that's what I'll do, guys. Absolutely. Guys, it's been a fantastic show. The link is in the description. Anyone want to have a chat? Anyone is more than welcome. I wanted to wait to the end of the show to have a chat, guys, because obviously, you know what? I just wanted to let this off my chest. I've been holding this in since yesterday after the game. You know what? You guys make it feel better. You make me feel better, of course. Story. We will get chances against Chelsea. They are not defending well. We'll knowing our luck, we'll beat Chelsea. Story. The funniest thing in the world will probably beat Chelsea. That's what's the funniest thing, you know? News coming, talks have been going, Xavi, moving rude. Big up, Sal, United for life. United for life, Brian, absolutely all day long. My whole life has been Man United. My whole life. Exactly, Sal, you made me feel better. You too, Jim, you made me feel better too. You all have made me feel better. You guys, absolute legends. You have made me feel a lot better than I did. Absolutely, much better than I did. Absolutely. Guys, going once, going twice. You can join the stream if you want to join the stream. Absolutely more than welcome to join the stream, guys, if you want to join the stream. The link is in the comments, guys. If you want to join. I know Rasta wanted to join, but I wanted to wait to the end of the show. Absolutely. Let's get Rasta on, man. Let's get Rasta. Big up, brother. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Sal? I woke up.
Feeling,
I went to sleep early just to wake up to watch the show, man. You know.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Sorry, man. I was going on because I was angry, man. I'm pissed off.
Sal, trust me, I'm angry too. Like earlier in the chat in the group, I was talking to Grail. You feel me? And I was telling him, listen, the reason why I'm a United fan, right, is because of my uncle that passed. You feel me? Like my mom used to drop me off to his house, and we always used to sit and watch the games. So, and this is I remember this like when I was like 3 to 4 to 5 years old. So you feel me?
Yeah.
And as soon as I moved to America, I started watching the games more. And at 7, I became a United fan officially, right? And so for me, right, reason why I say I just feel like Ten Hag is not the guy because listen, the front three, the finishing from the start of the season, Sal, we've been playing very poor. You know what I mean?
Season, isn't it?
Yeah. Since last season, and I tell people, we finished 8th. The FA Cup was a band-aid, to be honest, right? It was a band-aid, and I'm like, let's see what happens, right? In this new structure coming in, are they gonna keep the manager? Or are they gonna get a new manager? Because I honestly think new regime, they're gonna bring in their old people. By Ten Hag, they said no, they're keeping him. I'm like, okay. Omar Barada came out and said, hey, we're backing the Eric Ten Hag, et cetera, with the newsletter. They're here to win everything, right? So, so if you guys are here to win everything, me and you don't know what's going on in training. They could be doing all these tactics to beat every team. They when it comes to training, they could be invincible, right? But where you need to show it is on the pitch. And all I'm saying is, what the hell is going on? Because, like, in practice and on the pitch is to me on the pitch is the most important thing. It is the bread and butter. It's the cream of the crop. And if you can't perform on the pitch, then you need to be benched. Simple as that. But we know that our manager is stubborn and stuck in his ways, right? Sal, me and you agree that Bruno need to be benched. Put him on the bench. He played all through last season, through the Euros. The man he played with a broken hand. A broken hand.
Yeah.
A broken hand. And to me, Kobe Manu, I'm kind of glad he got that injured because to me he looked fatigued. He looked fatigued. Garnacho looked fatigued. Rashford looked fatigued. Like he talking about, oh, this is rotation, you're rotating players. What players are you rotating? What players is he really rotating, Sal?
He's not rotating. That's a lie. This is the one thing I don't like about Erik ten Hag. He's lying. Just tell the truth. He's your favorite. Just hold it. That's what you should do. Stop making, like, we all been screaming out for a double pivot for Bruno to be dropped. Rashford has been rubbish. And he carries on picking them.
Yes.
So you can blame the players, but then at the same time you're conflicted because you know what, he's doing the same. He's the one picking them players.
Yes, and
this is the problem.
And my thing, when we watched that match in the Europa League, the time he wants to put Ahmad on the pitch, so the time he wants to put Ahmad, the look on Ahmad's face is like he was Ahmad was just mad. I seen it in his face. I'm like, what? Yeah, why didn't you start Ahmad? You pick somebody like Anthony, because to me, I don't rate Anthony. Anthony's garbage, waste of money. That was a waste of money, to be honest with you, complete waste. And you don't start Ahmad in this game against West Ham. West Ham been losing from the seat, losing. When I say West Ham has been losing, Sal, on paper we're the better team, but today they chefed us good today. All right, they chefed us good today, and I never trust Ineos. From they say, oh, they want the Glazers to stay, and they own a small percentage, and later on make a deal to take over fully. Sal,
that's a lie, man.
Oil money make big waves. Ineos is a small fish in a big pond. They lucky they got Omar Barada from City. They lucky. For me, that's a career move for him, to be honest. But Sal, I love my club. I really do. But we're gonna go through some tough times. But I feel like if these players are not willing to fight for the badge, you see, if they had draw with West Ham, I wouldn't be that upset. Sal, but no. And you said this early on your streams, like maybe like 2 weeks ago or a week or a month ago. In the summer transfer window, why didn't we get a left back? Why didn't we get a seasoned striker?
Yeah, I thought we should have got Ivan Toney.
Yeah. But no. We're gonna get Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna. This and this. Yeah, I check out some highlights for Zirkzee in Syria, and I didn't really like what I seen.
But he's not a striker. This is the thing. He's not a striker. We needed a goal scorer. He'll say it himself. He's not a striker.
Yes.
Fabio Capello spoke yesterday, the ex-Italian manager. He said yesterday that in Italy, Zirkzee, he's got time on the ball. Yeah, he's got time on the ball. He's slow. He's got time on the ball. In England, by the time you've got time to think, you lose the ball.
Exactly.
Right? And that is the difference between England and Italy, right? But he's already said, in his time, obviously, but he's already said that he's not a goal scorer. So why did we sign him? If we got Bruno in his position, Why did we sign Xerxes? We should have signed a proper striker. That's what
Yes,
we should have done.
yes,
Spend the money
Sal.
on an Ollie Watkins. Go and get someone who's going to put the ball in the bloody back of the net. That's what we need to do.
Sal,
We had -2 goals last season. We're
yep.
-3 this season.
Sal, look, right? And we had Hoyland. You see, if we had a seasoned striker alongside with Hoyland to teach him, because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like sometimes I just feel like let me tell you the players who I notice who's selfish and don't want to pass the ball. Remember last season when we tied against Tottenham when they came to Old Trafford? Notice how Rashford lost the ball, right?
Hmm.
And Hoyland came right then and there and scored that goal. Rashford lost that ball because Rashford wanted to score. He lost it. Hoyland came, saw the opportunity, and took the score. Hoyland is selfish, right? And I feel like Garnacho is a little selfish too. You feel me? And I'm like, if y'all not, if Hoyland is supposed to be our striker, right? Why y'all not giving him service?
We got this. The reason that is because we got strikers as wingers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. We ain't got no proper winger. I personally think the only winger we got is Ahmad.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the only one who's an actual natural winger who likes to take the player on, who likes to cross the ball. I think Rashford is naturally a striker. I think Garnacho is naturally a striker, and they played striker when they're playing in the youth teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that's the problem. So each one of those players are trying to score. They're competing with each other rather than trying to create for Hoyland. As we said like earlier in the show, I said that when we went 2-1 down, we started to cross the ball into the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's what we should have been doing from the beginning of the game. And Hoyland almost scored with a header. You know, it's what we should have been doing at the beginning of the game. But these players, they don't understand who we are. They don't understand who Manchester United are. It's not about you as an individual. It's about the result. You know, and I mean, Rashford was atrocious yesterday. He was even pulled off yesterday, surprisingly. He's pulled off yesterday.
And I bet, when is our next European match?
Week after next, I think.
Week after next. We play Chelsea this Sunday. I guarantee
so
you.
This week, next week. Sorry. Next week is the one we're playing.
Okay, so I bet you some of the same players that played in the West Ham game, they're gonna play. We're gonna play Leicester, and they're gonna play in Chelsea game. Because the manager talk about he rotates. No, you don't. Our manager is a liar, and that's why I say I'm hard on the manager, Sal, because Rennie Hake and Ruud van Nistelrooy are actually doing their jobs in training. At the end of the day, the selection is up to the manager. But if you listen to Rennie Hake and Ruud about picking this player here, putting this player here, hey, maybe some chances will score, but no. It's that favoritism and stuck in his old way, and it's gonna cost us and him. It's gonna cost us big, Sal.
Now, you know what I'm saying? It's like he lies a lot. He does lie a lot, and that's a fact, right? Because he doesn't rotate the squad enough, and he can't use the injury excuse because he's got Ugarte on the bench. It's his problem. You know, you got the players. Last season, you can use that excuse, right? But this season, you cannot use no excuses like that, right? Number one. Number two, we got Leicester this week. Right, on Wednesday, we got Leicester. This is his opportunity to get some of those young players, right?
Yes.
And put those young players in the team, right? In this League Cup tie. League Cup is not the biggest trophy. We need to challenge for bigger trophies, right? So play the kids, play Amas, play Fletcher, play Obi Martin, play all of them. And I guarantee you, right, it will long term, it's going to be beneficial to us. But he won't do it. Wednesday, it's going to be Ericsson. You know, it's going to be Hoyland. It's going to be Garnacho. You know, he might give Ahmad a game. And then it'll be, you know, the same old Evans. You know, he won't even rotate the goalkeeper. He's talking about
Sal, look at this, right? In the league last season, what player saved his skin so many times last season? Which player saved his skin so many times last season?
Last season, it was it saved his skin last season.
Yeah.
It wasn't Rasmus, was it?
No.
It was Mainu probably.
No. On goals, for goals. There's one player he relied on for goals last season. He relied and the person is no longer at the club.
For goals, so no longer at the club. So Amrabat's no longer at the club. Who else is it? Mainu, Ghana,
Scott McTominay. Scott
Oh, Scott
McTominay.
McTominay. Yeah.
Yeah, he relied. I noticed he relied on him heavily, a lot. He relied on him heavily. Like I noticed. Oh, if I bring him on, he could score a goal. And he even said it in his press conference. He wanted to hold on to Scott. He said it in his press conference. So
yeah, it was Ineos who wanted to sell him.
yeah. So and I'm Scotty. Yes, Scotty. So I'm just like that to me. That to me right there, Sal, is like what tactics. You haven't been working on no tactics then, because if you're relying on Scott, which by the way he's a midfielder to score goals, and I'm not saying midfielders can't score goals. What the hell
He
have you
started
been
as
doing?
number 10 though.
Yeah. I remember, but Sal, like, I just feel like whichever manager it's Ineos decides to bring him, you see, like how you saw what happened to Raheem Sterling. He got stripped with the number 7. I would like for our manager to be like that. Okay, you don't fit in my style. I'm taking your number. Okay, I'm playing this young player. Okay, I'm gonna switch this around. Do that, right? Because Sal, I've watched a few Chelsea games, right? I watched a few Chelsea games. I watch every opposition teams just to analyze and see how they might play or what they might do against us, right? And if this manager that came from the Championship that helped Pep won a Premier League comes in and says Sterling is no good, strip him of his number, right? And switching tactics here and there, and Sal, in the Europa Conference League, although there's not really much of a threat in the Europa Conference League, Sal, they're killing it. They have not lost a game. So why can't our manager do that?
I mean, you could look at the first season under Ten Hag and you could say, this is Maresca's first season. This is Ten Hag's first season. You know, Ten Hag's first season was pretty good. You know, if I'm being honest, 3rd trophy, 1 final. It was good. So I would judge Maresca when he starts playing, starts winning something. If he wins something at the moment, so far the games he's expected to lose, he's lost. Man City and Liverpool. And the games he's expected to win, he's win. But one thing that is not a criticism to him, because you have to win the games you're expected to win. No one's saying that you have to beat Liverpool, you have to beat Arsenal, you have to beat Man City. You win the games you're expected to win. It's Crystal Palace, Brighton, West Ham. That's 9 points.
Yes.
9 points. We're top of the league.
Yes. And for us, the way we conceded in the last minute against Brighton, Sal, I was drinking my tea. When I saw that goal going in. I'm like, oh my god. You get me, Sal. So the teams that we expect to beat, we're not beating them.
And that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Because even Alex Ferguson said before he left, he said, I don't care about losing to Man City. He said, as long as we're winning the league at the end of the season. That's what he said. He said, I just care about winning the league at the end of the season. Now, when you think in hindsight, like I think it was Brighton we lost, that's 3 points. 2 points against Crystal Palace. We should have won that game, right? Then that's 3 points against West Ham. We should have won that game. That's 8 points. Just in those games. Just in those games. We should really beat Tottenham at home as well. At least get a draw. Right? That's 8 points. If we had 8 points on our tally right now, my goodness me, I'm gonna have a look where we would be in the league. 1 second. If we had 8 points, and this is the thing about winning the game you're supposed to be winning, and then you end up regretting it afterwards. So if Man United had 8 points right now, so let's say 8, they'll have 19 points. Right? Man United will be in 3rd place, above Arsenal, above Chelsea, above Aston Villa. Right? 22 points is Liverpool. So they'll be in 3rd place. All right. So that's the thing. It's not all about the Tottenham and Chelsea and Liverpool and Man City. It's about those bread and butter games that you're supposed to win. And we're not doing that.
Yes. And it's it's like I was talking to a fellow fan over here, and he said this word to me. He's like, "Bro, we're the new Spurs." I'm
Oh
like, "Bro,"
God.
he said, "Bro, we're the new Spurs." Think about it, bro. Just think about it. Every team we face, we're supposed to win. They beat us, and I'm like, wow.
I mean, my brother was a Tottenham fan. He's still a Tottenham fan. He's been Tottenham fan for 40 years. The pain and heartache he's had, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, sir. When you told me that day before yesterday, I thought you were joking. I actually thought you was joking, Sal. I'm like, nah, he's joking. Nah, he's
No, my
joking. There's
brother's
no,
a Tottenham fan, big Tottenham fan.
so Sal, why Tottenham? You got to tell me the story behind this.
Basically, when I was younger, my dad's best friend was a huge West Ham supporter, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he in the late 80s, early 90s, I'm talking about like long time. And basically, he used to try and force us to support West Ham. I'm from the East End of London, in London.
Mm-hmm.
So the closest club is West Ham. So he used to take me to West Ham games. And you know what? And me and my brother used to go to West Ham games, and it just never clicked. You know, didn't
Mm-hmm.
like it and stuff. And my brother ended up supporting Tottenham because of his best friend. So his best friend was a Tottenham fan, and my brother could have picked anyone to support, right? And he said ended up choosing Tottenham because of his best friend. So that is like bloody abuse. That's abuse.
So, you
You
know what
make
I call
someone
that?
support Tottenham.
You know what I
I would
call
never
that?
forgive them for that.
You know what I call that, Sal? You are the smart one
I'll
out
never
of the
forgive
bunch.
them for that. But
You're
with me,
you're the
myself, I was lucky because you know what? My best friend supported Man United when I was a kid, and he started showing me things about the Munich disaster and stuff, and I just liked the football club. And it just happened. I always believe Man United pick you, you don't pick Man United. You know,
exactly.
but
But
my brother's a Tottenham fan and he suffered. You know, I've seen the tears of my older brother, you know?
Sal,
I don't want to be compared to Tottenham,
listen.
bro.
At my job, everybody's Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, a few City fans, but we have one person that's a Spurs fan, and like he was trying to chat shit to me that he beat us. I'm like, bro, I don't care. You beat us. I'm like, yeah, bro, you're a Spurs fan, bro. You're a
Yeah,
Spurs fan, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I said, bro, listen. Arsenal won something major. West Ham. West Ham won a league and won a European trophy, bro. What have you won? And don't tell me about no FA Cup in 2008, bro.
League Cup.
League Cup. Don't tell me, bro. I'm like, bro, you're a Spurs fan, bro. Spurs. Jesus.
Jim, just to respond to you, I have two brothers, Jim. One is a Liverpool fan, one's a Tottenham fan. My younger brother, who's the rapper, he's a Liverpool fan. And my older brother is the Tottenham fan.
So your brother's a Scouser?
Yeah.
Your bro. Ooh. So
Imagine it.
how do you feel about that, man? How do you a Scouser in the family? How you feel about that?
Oh, it's horrible, man. It's horrible because I love my brother. You know what? And you know what? I wasn't only my brother. I was my brother's manager for a long time as well. So you know what? Him supporting Liverpool was a tough one. But you know what? During that time, Man United were relatively successful over the years. So, but when obviously when I moved out of my house and stuff, it was Bella, because Liverpool started to get successful during obviously after 2013, and it was horrible, to be honest with you. It wasn't nice, you know. And what can you do? You know, one thing I always held on to is that at least I've seen United successful, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
we used to have many arguments. The arguments we had, you wouldn't even believe. It was almost punch up and things. Oh my goodness me, big arguments.
So,
You know,
but
Liverpool.
at the end of the day, blood is thicker than water, though. You know,
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right. And that's why it didn't let bother me too much. Sometimes part of me wanted my brother like to be happy. You know what? When Liverpool played in the Champions League final, I didn't want them to win, but I would
Yeah.
tell my brother I want you to win. You know, just to make him feel better, stuff like that. You know, but I didn't. It was hurting me deep inside. You know.
Sal, you know one thing I don't like about Liverpool is like you know their song, "You Never Walk Alone."
Yeah.
So I can't stand that song. I cannot stand that song, man. That song is so annoying.
Trust me. I mean, I don't like it either. I don't like it. But you know, one thing it is that Liverpool fans love it, and they use it as a motivation when they go onto the pitch. when every time, you know. One thing I'll give Liverpool credit for, right? I will give credit for is that their atmosphere at the Anfield. The
Yes.
atmosphere is fantastic. And Old Trafford is too quiet.
I'll give them that. And sometimes I don't know if you watch Stick to Football with Gary Neville and Roy Keane and like me I like Ian Wright. I like Gary Neville. I like Roy Keane. I don't like that Liverpool player though. Like I don't like Carragher. Like I do not like
Yeah,
that
because
guy.
Carragher don't like us, and he's obvious he don't like us, you know.
Like
He's smug.
I bumped across in him in Manhattan one time, and I said to him, I said, "You never won the league. You never won the league. You never won the league." And he got mad. I'm like, take that, you scouse bastard. Me, I hate that guy, bro.
Trust me, man. They've won one league in 30 years, by the way. So you know
I know. It's funny. Roy Keane said, they said after Jurgen Klopp leaves, Liverpool is gonna do well because he won them a league. Roy Keane said 1 league in 9 years. Give me a break.
And that's what I like about it. And you know, when they had that argument and Keane, Carragher was talking about what is needed to win the title, and Roy Keane says,
almost winning the league, but you never won it.
You never won it. What do you know about winning the title? He goes, but we came second. He goes, you came second. You never won it.
Yes. Only thing I'll say, Carragher, you won the Champions League, but bro.
Yeah, but anyone can win that on the day. On the day. You know, the league is the one.
What he said, Rasta, it's a great song. Just change the lyrics and sing it this way. To Liverpool, you always walk on.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, good.
I like that.
Man, we have some chants for Liverpool at Old Trafford, some funny ones, man.
Yo, man.
Everyone in the team has a morale below 0 at the moment. You can be how talented, good, skilled, but if you go into a match with a 0 morale, you lose before starting. Man up. That's what I would say.
But Sal, doing this right now is therapy, bro. After although we're very crap at the moment, but talking about it is a good thing, bro, because trust me, we could be lower. We should be lower.
We could get relegated. We've been relegated twice, you know.
Yeah. And I really don't want that to happen because listen, Sal. If that happens, I will book a ticket to England. I will go outside Old Trafford. I'll find a way to sneak in there. I'll hunt down who's running the club, and I'll give them a piece of my mind, Sal. Sal, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I think they do need to do that. We did it once with running onto the pitch before, and it made a difference. And then the Glazers stood up, didn't they? They responded. You know, we need to do something like quickly. Don't be no one is too good to go down. You know, losing is a habit.
That's my better song to live a shit fool.
We'll end up playing bloody, Sheffield Wednesday and teams like that in the Championship.
Yep.
There's no way United will get relegated. Put my life. The only reason Man United wouldn't get relegated is because there's such crap teams in that Premier League, like Ipswich.
Yes.
And things like that. You know, I mean, even they're above us, by the way.
Hey, you know what's the name? You know what I call Liverpool supporters over here? Liverpool supporters.
Liverpool.
Liverpool supporters.
There are a lot of Scousers over there.
Sal, listen. Sal, Scousers. Oh my God, yo, Sal. The arguments I be getting in with these Scousers over here. And some of them don't even know nothing about their club. I said, if you're Liverpool, tell me what Liverpool legend can tell me. Tell me how many Champions League. Tell me how many Champions League trophies. Couldn't tell me. Tell me how many league titles. They couldn't tell me, but they support Liverpool. I said, how are you a Liverpool fan and you know nothing about your club? Nothing.
They're not fans. They're just followers. That's it. That's all they are. Just followers. They're not real fans. You know, you have to know at least one. I mean, I can tell you 100. You know, they have to know at least one. They have to know their history if they're supporting. Why did they support Liverpool in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I forgot that name of that Liverpool player that went to Chelsea. I forgot his name.
The one that went to Chelsea,
Yeah.
Torres.
Yes, Torres. Torres,
Yeah,
right? And my I don't really like Michael Owen. I really don't like him because he was a Scouser. Then he came to, and I really don't like Michael Owen. And then Liverpool. Then there's Xavi Alonso, the coach for Bayer Leverkusen.
yeah,
Like he played for Liverpool. Then he went to Real Madrid. Then he went to the Bundesliga.
yeah. He would never manage United because of that.
Yes.
That's why. He won.
Yes.
I mean, he's a good manager, though. To be fair.
Yeah. I give him that, man. But child, I just want us to start slapping up teams that we're supposed to slap up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, we deserve that. I mean, yesterday should have been a 3-4-0 easily.
Yeah.
They make us feel better. We just come off a game against the Fenerbahce. We should have won that game as well.
Yep.
And you're thinking West Ham, we're gonna get some goals, and every single time the game comes, you're let down by this team. And this matter, to be honest. You're let down. But I'm tired of it, to be honest. I'm tired, and I think there will be decisions, Rasta. I think there will be a decision this week. I think there will. I've got a feeling. I've got this feeling they're going to make an announcement. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
So they need to do something, so because listen, if we don't get into Champions League, and I find that either in the league, because for me the Europa League, I'm not too sure about the Europa League. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Right? We're gonna lose that sponsor. We're gonna lose that sponsor, right? And I'm just like, yeah, man, that's concerning right there. So, and we need Champions League money. We need Champions League money.
So they have to make the change now. If they got any chance of getting in that top four, even now it's pretty difficult, right?
Yeah.
But if they got any chance of getting in that Champions League, they got to do it now if they want to try it.
So listen, we're talking about getting a new stadium. We're talking about getting a new stadium. You're gonna need to raise money for that. You're gonna need to be playing in Champions League because Europa League, Conference League is not gonna help you build no damn stadium. So what?
My God, trust me, bro. Rasta, I better be gone, man. Gotta be off in the show, my friend. Thanks for joining me, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm about to get ready to go to work.
My goodness. It's what's the time here? 12:43 p.m.
It's 4:43, so I'm getting up. I should be waking up in the next 20 minutes.
In the morning?
Yeah, literally.
Wow. Respect for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro, Sal. You see, when I get up to use the bathroom most of the time, man, and I'm here, and I could be typing. Sometimes I'll type or fall asleep. I wake up. Okay, you still there? I type. You know what I mean? Like Sal.
Man United, they ruin your health. They ruin your health because even me last night, I went straight to bed. I couldn't. I mean, it was still early here. It was I think it was 8:30 p.m. And I just went straight to bed. I couldn't be bothered because I had to wake up at 5 anyway. And I can feel my heart beating, like, annoyed, and I just wanted to relax. And, and I'm like, I can't deal with this football team anymore. My wife, she's like, did they win? And I'm like, nah. Again. I'm like, nah.
Sal, I'm not taking no shot at these other YouTube platforms, but I feel like sometimes when they have too much people and they just rage react after a lose, I'm like, oh no, that's toxic.
That's the worst thing to do, man. It's the worst thing to do. I mean, you're just going to end up saying a whole load of nonsense. Even me, I was angry this morning. I feel a lot more relaxed now. But I was angry this morning. I was holding it in all the way, all morning. The clocks went back in England, so I had to wait an hour longer for this stream because I'm in the UAE. The times don't move here.
Yeah, man. I'm about to deal with the clock change next month too. So
and that's England's
That's gonna
mad.
be interesting. But Sal, I'm gonna let you go because I gotta hit the showers. So later, my friend.
Later, man. Speak soon, brother. Thanks, man.
Yep. Yep.
Take it easy. Cheers. That was Rasta. Fantastic points. Of course, you know what? Anyone can let off some steam. You know what? We have been very angry this last 24 hours, not 24 hours, well, last 10, 15 hours. It's been horrible, hasn't it? We haven't enjoyed it, you know, and Man United need to improve. I believe there will be a decision made very, very soon. I'm going to make a phone call. I'm going to speak to someone and I'm going to find out by a chatterbox. I should know what's going to happen. But I got this feeling, guys, that we're going to make a decision. I got a feeling that something's going to happen because obviously the financial side as well. The financial side is a problem, you know, which is basically what it is, guys. So, guys, I want to thank you, everyone, for joining me. Big up, everyone. Big up. You do sack the players. You do not sack the players. That's the problem. That is the problem. Big up, Sal. Won't be on tonight. I'm going to have a rest, Jim. All the best, mate. Thanks for joining me this morning, though. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I've been on for nearly 2 hours run. That was a big run, of course, guys. Let off some steam. Thank you so much for being a host to my run, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. No soggy biscuit of the week, guys. Absolutely not. But I am the soggy biscuit for doing that. You know, ranting the Raven. You know what? Glory, glory, Man United. Onwards and upwards, guys. There's only one way. There's only way is up. You know, and that is all it is at the moment, guys. So thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you later on for Chatterbox at 2 p.m. UK time, guys. So enjoy it and believe it's going to happen. And look out for Sal Reacts. It could happen at any time, as we know with the manager now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video, guys. Thank you so much. You're the best. Peace.